Welcome to Buzz Around the Globe. North Korea's Kim Jong-un arrived in Russia on Tuesday for a meeting with President Vladimir Putin, where they are expected to offer each other increased support in their escalating standoffs with the West. Kim is expected to seek Russian economic aid and military technology in exchange for munitions to be used in Russia's war in Ukraine. After decades of complicated, hot and cold relations, Russia and North Korea have drawn closer since Moscow's invasion of Ukraine in 2022. The bond has been driven by Putin's need for war supplies and Kim's efforts to boost his partnerships with traditional allies Moscow and Beijing as he tries to break out of diplomatic isolation. North Korea's official Korean Central News Agency said Kim boarded his personal train bound for Russia on Sunday afternoon, accompanied by members of the ruling party, government and military. His final destination is uncertain. Many had assumed Kim and Putin would meet in Vladivostok, a Russian city close to the border where the two leaders had their last meeting in 2019, and which Putin is visiting this week for an economic forum. But Kremlin confirmed only that Kim has entered Russia, and state news agency RIA Novosti later reported his train had headed north after crossing the Razdolnaya River, taking it away from Vladivostok. The South Korean news agency Yonhap later published a photo that it said showed the train in Ussurisk, a city about 60 kilometers north of Vladivostok that has a sizable ethnic Korean population. Some Russian news media speculate that he is headed for the Vostochny spaceport, which Putin is to visit soon. Putin declined during the forum to say what he intended to do there. The launching facility is about 900 kilometers northwest of Ussurisk, but the route there is circuitous, and it is unclear how long Kim's slow-moving train would take to get there. Kremlin said Putin and Kim will meet after the Vladivostok forum, and that the meeting would include a lunch in Kim's honor. According to news agency AP, officials identified in North Korean state media photos may hint at what Kim might seek from Putin and what he would be willing to give. Kim is apparently accompanied by a ruling party official in charge of munitions policies, who joined the leader on recent tours of factories producing artillery shells and missiles. North Korea may have tens of millions of artillery shells and rockets based on Soviet designs that could give a huge boost to the Russian army in Ukraine, analysts say. Also identified in photos were officials who are linked with North Korean efforts to acquire spy satellites and nuclear-capable ballistic missile submarines. Experts say North Korea would struggle to acquire such capabilities without external help, although it's not clear if Russia would share such sensitive technologies. Kim Jong-un may also seek badly needed energy and food supplies, analysts say. Deputy Foreign Minister Andrei Rudenko said Russia may discuss humanitarian aid with the North Korean delegation, according to Russian news agencies. Kim's delegation also likely includes his foreign minister and his top two military officials. Kim is making his first foreign trip since the pandemic, during which North Korea imposed tight border controls for more than 3 years. US officials released intelligence last week that North Korea and Russia were arranging a meeting between their leaders. According to US officials, Putin could focus on securing more supplies of North Korean artillery and other ammunition to refill declining reserves, as he seeks to rebuff a Ukrainian counteroffensive and show that he's capable of grinding out a long war of attrition. That could potentially put more pressure on the US and its partners to pursue negotiations, as concerns over a protracted conflict grow despite their huge shipments of advanced weaponry to Ukraine in the past 17 months. State Department spokesman Matthew Miller said Washington will monitor the meeting closely, reminding both countries that any transfer of arms from North Korea to Russia would be a violation of multiple UN Security Council resolutions, and that the US will not hesitate to impose new sanctions. The United States has accused North Korea of providing Russia with arms, including selling artillery shells to the Russian mercenary group Wagner. Both Russian and North Korean officials denied such claims. Do tell us what you think about this video in comments section, and for more news updates, subscribe to India Today.